Hello everybody, my name is Jeff H. Malum and welcome to this week's video. Sorry if the video or audio quality is a little worse today. I'm not where I usually capture my videos, so might be a little different, but I hope that's okay. I also have to mention that today's video contains unpaid and voluntary advertisements, because I will present a kind of service and a product to you, but because I wanted to try it out together with you. However, I have yet, right now, I don't have any cooperation with that service, so I bought it just out of interest to present it here on my own will. You know, I'm an author, and this channel has gotten literature's quite a central part, so I was having a look around the internet about, fun things connected to literature, and I found something, an online shop called Teatime Bookshop. It is an English, from the United Kingdom shop, and I thought it had quite a cool idea. Actually, I was looking for some kind of, literature boxes, so to say, because I'm a fan of those, that there are those things you order a snack box and then every month you get a random box with a theme of random sweets, or if you're a fan of cooking, like I am, I constantly order those cooking boxes where I get, boxes filled with stuff for cooking every week. And I thought these boxes are quite popular right now, so there must be something about literature too. And I found some, but they were just, some books and then this and that. But I found this shop and I thought it was quite interesting, because it was not just putting books in there, but actually giving you this this English atmosphere. You might have already guessed by the name, Teatime Bookshop, what I'm referring to. And that is basically tea as well, and snacks or coffee. Before I open it, let me briefly explain to you what the concept is. There are several boxes on this shop, and they are categorized in the genre. So there is I think there's like a crime box, there's like a romantic box, there's like a children's literature box, and then there is also a vintage box. And since I'm a huge fan of classics, and I still have, there are many that I haven't read yet, so I decided to go for this one. So this is the vintage box. Vintage box basically means some older versions of classics in here. The books in here are usually used ones, so it also has this premise of, saving books. But there's also an option to include new books for a higher price, but I decided against that. And with these books, by the way, that's very important. You don't know what books you get. You decide, you choose an amount of books that you get, but you don't know which ones. They are out of this category, but you don't know which ones. And additionally, you receive some snacks, or just like a tiny piece of biscuit or so, and something to drink. And there you can decide if it's coffee or tea or whatever. And I decided to go for this complete surprise thing. So when I ordered that, I said vintage box, but everything else surprised me. I don't mind. I like tea, I like coffee, I basically like everything. So inside here, there should be 2 books, something to drink, and a snack. Like a perfect English morning or so. I don't know. And I'm very excited. I thought this idea was so cool that I had to order it. And we'll have a look inside together with you now. Okay, here we go. It's open. I will open it like this because I don't know if there are any, sheets of paper in there that you are not supposed to see. Nope, but that looks good. This is what it looks like. I'm not sure if you can read it. But it says Planet First, saving books, eco-packaging. That's the things that I also thought were very important, why I also like the service a lot. Then there's some wrapping, and now we will reveal which books are in here, because I still don't know yet. Oh, that looks cool. Well, that definitely looks vintage. Let's start with the snack. That's a... Okay, that's a double chocolate cookie kind of thing. Delightful little biscuit. And it's called Bronte, which is quite funny because, you know, that was also, you know, the Bronte sisters. I hope you do. That's cool. I will have a look at this now. What is this? Finest Tea Collection, English Breakfast. This seems to be some black tea blend. Yes, it's black tea blend. That is basically perfect because I love... Oh, there's more. There's also a flavored... What? I can't read it. The color, that's weird. Okay, it's some kind of flavored herbal blend. That's cool. And we also have this. That's pretty cool. Chill out with a good book. I like that image. Now, before I say something more about these things, let's have a look at the books. And those look interesting. Let's start with the one where I already see the cover. This is this one. It is Desmond Bakley in The Snow Tiger. Or is it the other way around? No. Yeah. When the White Death came to Hukahoronui. Dr. Robert Scott was blown across a river in his car. Liz Peterson was buried alive with 2 broken ribs. Matt Houghton saw his house topple down a hill. In the inquiry that followed, they were among the survivors whose stories were heard, gradually revealing a community torn by apathy, greed, and fear, and showing that the disaster was not so natural after all. That sounds cool. That really sounds interesting, The Snow Tiger. I mean, you can definitely see that this book is used. I have to show it here from the side, and if you open it. But I don't mind. I actually love it when books look like these. You can definitely see that's vintage, and I like it. And I'm surprised because, you know, when I ordered vintage, I thought like, okay, what if I get 2 books that I'm really just not interested in? First one so far sounds very interesting. I would definitely give it a go. And I've never heard of Desmond Bakley before. That's cool. That's cool. I love it. That's great. And then there's another book, and I have no idea what this is. I only know that at the back of it there used to be a cup of tea, right? Now what is it? Is Dance and Skylark by John Moore. I have heard the name John Moore before, but not Dance and Skylark. It seems to have belonged to a Pat. Either a Patrick or a Patricia or whatever. Okay, what is it about? Is there like something... I can see it's a 6-part book to my good friend A.D. Peters. But I don't know what it is right now. The order Hands to Dance and Skylark was used in the Royal Navy during long voyages and sail when the captain thought his ship's company needed some fun and games to live them up. So is it about the Navy? It doesn't look like that. Slobbing about in the sea boats and croaking from time to time. Perhaps it is about some Navy stuff. I don't know. But once again, it looks beautiful. If you have a look inside, you can really see it is old. It is used. It is vintage. But it looks good, and I really like it that way. Also, those old books have a very unique smell. That's interesting. I have no idea what this book is about, but I will type it in Google right after the video and have a look. You could do the same if you're interested. And yeah, looks like they also have Facebook and Instagram. So if you are interested, have a look there. There's also a link in the video description below. If you order, I think when you go to this homepage and create an account, you instantly get a ref link as well. And I put my ref link down in the video description below, so if you're interested in this service, go ahead. I think I will receive like 10% of my order back if some of you clicks the ref link, orders via the ref link. But I'm not sure. Yeah, if you're interested in that, go have a look and look at Instagram, Facebook. They also seem to have Twitter, Teatime Bookshop. Okay, now, what do I have to say? Let's start with the positive things. Positive thing is it is quite a cute thing, and it's pretty cool. You know, these are obviously in a used condition, but they are vintage versions. I'm not sure if you are able, especially with this one, if you are able to find this version of the book so easily on the internet or in a bookstore. Not sure about this one. I can't say anything about it right now, but it's still pretty cool. And also what I thought was quite cool is when you order this, there is a box, like a little comment box where you can put notes in case there's something important, like if you are a vegan, so they don't put in milk chocolate, stuff like that. And I wrote down there that they should please not include anything from Sir Conan Arthur Doyle, like Sherlock Holmes, for example, because I already own all of it in like 100 different versions. And I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if it was their intention, but then getting a Bronte biscuit, which is also from the same age, from the Victorian age, the Bronte sisters, I think at least this is pretty cool. But this could, of course, just be a coincidence. The tea stuff is pretty cool. It is all in all just a very, very nice idea, and it comes in this cute little box with eco-friendly packaging, and they have this promise that they make sure that for every new customer at least one new tree gets planted. And I don't know if that's true, but the idea and everything behind it is pretty cool. However, there are also, I think, some negative things about it. Just one tiny little thing that I thought was quite odd right now. We have this, but at the back of it, there's the logo of the Teatime Bookshop. However, this logo, I'm not sure if you can see it, perhaps not, but it is in a very low resolution. This looks like this image was originally like this small and then just resized, and you can really see it. It's very pixelated. That's of course not my main point of critique. I don't mind that, but yeah, it takes away a little of the professionality that they, I think, should have, but just a tiny little thing. What I think though is a little, well, at least questionable, is the pricing, though I understand it. For this whole box, I paid 20 bucks, 20 euros. And this is a lot. However, first things first, around 5 or 6 of these bugs were due to shipping costs. You know, I live in Germany and Great Britain is no longer in the EU. And yeah, heavy shipping costs to get it here. For this tiny little thing, but that is obviously not their fault because they are a British service, and I think within Great Britain they also have like free shipping or just very tiny amount. So this whole box I think comes around like £14, and I think it still works, But in the end, we get 2 used old books. And I think, for example, this, I like it. I like the surprise, and I'm really, really not saying anything against it, but I think you could find this somewhere for like $1. I'm almost pretty sure about it. I might be wrong though. And I feel like 75% of the price you pay actually goes into the service and not really the products. But I'm not sure. I could be mistaken. I could be very, very mistaken. Still, I think $14 a month for this tiny little surprise with a great idea behind it, and nice snacks and tea or coffee. You can also choose coffee. It is pretty cool. I have to admit, it is pretty cool. And I have also already ordered a second month, and we'll perhaps have a look at it again next time. I'm not sure. But I feel like this is a service that needs to be supported, because I think they are still a very new service with a very great idea. And perhaps if they've grown a little, they can adjust it. Maybe put 1 more book in it, or go down with the shipping costs or the pricing or whatever, or add another cup of tea or something. So please go ahead, check it out. I think they have a great idea behind it. It's definitely worth checking out, and the link is in the video description below. Thank you for tuning in, and I will now start reading one of these books while drinking a black tea blend. Bye bye.